Marie from Pear Tree Paper Crafts. I'm here today with a layout share for you. I've made quite a lot of layouts over the last few weeks for the National Scrapbooking Day celebrations, so I thought I would pop on and quickly go through the layouts I have made. Not all of these have process videos. If any do, I will point that out to you as we go along. I'm just going to do a really quick look, give you a quick insight into each one, and then move on to the next. So grab a cup of tea and I hope you enjoy the layouts I'm going to show you. This is my first one. I made this out of 8 different sheets of pattern paper and a white sheet of cardstock which I cut 9 circles from, and then just backed them, each circle with a different piece of cardstock, and then embellished it with a variety of things from the Horizon collection, from Cocoa Vanilla Studios Boys Rule collection, some bits from Echo Park, and just one little photograph in the middle there of my little boy. So my next one is this. This was an entry I created for a challenge over on the Pink Fresh Studio website, or their blog should I say. It's using the Pink Fresh Studio Fancy Blooms stamps, which I've coloured in using my Pro markers and little bits of gold paint. The backing paper is Vicky Booting's Mixed Media, the one that's pre-prepared, and a bit of journaling, delightful photograph of my son and his first steps into the sea, having a paddle on holiday. And then we've got this one, which is a cut file. This is a cut file from either Cut to You or the Cut Shop. I can't remember which one it comes from. And it's a string of clips on like a washing line. There's 3 on this one, 2 here and 3 down here. And all I've done is embellish each one, put it on a lovely sheet of wood grain paper, lots and lots of embellishments from the Cocoa Vanilla Studio Happiness collection, and black and white photographs, which are a real favourite of mine at the moment. This one is a layout I've created just using lots and lots of layers and another couple of black and white photographs, but this time I managed to pick out the helmets, so that I left the helmets in blue and then picked out the blue just in a couple of little embellishments there. Lots of layering, lots of embellishing, washi tape, little stickers, stamping behind here just to make this look sort of more messy, and yeah, that one just sort of fell together really easily. I think it was from a sketch, and really enjoyed doing that one. So this one is a cut file from Paige Taylor Evans from her shop on Etsy called, I think it's Paige's page. She has a Facebook group called Happy Scrappy Plates as well. So this is one of her free cut files, I think. Perhaps it was free, perhaps I paid for it, I'm not sure. And I made lots of embellishments from the Horizon collection, butterflies from the Cocoa Vanilla Studio, some thickers, a little bit of matting on the photograph, and the backing piece of paper is from the Horizon collection as well. Then we have an entry into Mercy Tiara's 27-day Scrappy Challenge, the monthly challenge that was set by the previous winner. So this was April's challenge, which was to use a large landscape photograph, as like a scenic photograph, I think, some pattern papers, and I've just got some lovely little gold embellishments, some cheesecloth hiding in there as well. This one is a Christmas layout, so this is our family traditions. This was for a challenge on UK Scrap Addicts. Very simple. I love using photo booth strips of photographs like this. I do prefer to have all my photographs printed professionally rather than doing them myself. I had these done with a company called La La Lab, and so I've used the strip there, lots of layers, bits of embellishment, some ripping, some journaling that I don't usually do much of, but quite a bit on here, and then the title and the 2 different kinds of letter in there, which I really like doing 2 different kinds if I can get them to fit together. Another cut file here, this one from Confessions of a Paper Addict on Etsy. Love the title of this one, You Are My Sun, My Moon and All of My Stars. I didn't want to do much else to this one other than mat the photograph, back the cut file with vellum and cream, use the foam thickers and foam alphas to make the title, and put it on another sort of starry paper just to make the real emphasis on the stars. And then there's a perspective star just on here as well, which I really like. This one is my little boy. We visited the deep. We have visited the deep many times now, but this was his first visit, where he sat sort of glued, staring through the screen at the fish. The deep is a submarium up in Hull. So I've used butterflies from the Cocoa Vanilla Happiness collection, and the paper there is from the Boys Rule collection. Frames. I saw this idea on, I think it was Cocoa Vanilla Studios or possibly the Hip Kit Club's Facebook group, and I liked this idea of the frames. So I've put some enamel dots, quite a bit of journaling on this one, and some titles again using thickers and sticky alphas. This one is another Cocoa Vanilla. This one is using the Midnight collection, just capturing the moment, one of the few moments when my son and I would be able to sit and just cuddle. He's a bit of a wriggle bum, so it was quite nice just like having a lovely little cuddle. Lots of ephemera from the Cocoa Vanilla collection there, and some gold splatter, some little tiny gold sequiny type pieces. Nice soft pink one. I take the opportunity to do pink when I can, when I'm in the photographs. This one is just documenting a new hope of ours because I was pregnant. It had taken me quite a while to get pregnant. So we had a photo shoot, so I just wanted to document a few of the photographs. This was for another challenge over on UK Scrap Addicts. Another one for the same website, UK Scrap Addicts, and the challenge was to use a quote from one of the Star Wars films. So I chose "Oh my dear friend, how I've missed you," because my son's little comforter had been hiding in the bag, and it was almost as if he hadn't seen him in years when he found him. He was so excited to see him, even though he cuddles him every single night. So lots of layering here, washi tape, some Tim Holtz film strip ribbon, little embellishment cluster up here, and two different alphabets here. The background again, Vicky Boutin, some mixed media. This is a cut file I designed using butterflies and an octagon. Lots of watercolour splatter and a couple of titles here. These are chipboard, and what I've done is I've covered them in Nuvo drops. So if I just try and lift this up a bit higher, you'll be able to see, hopefully, if it decides to zoom in there. They're shiny and they work really well. This is another cut file I put together on my Cricut. So all I did was I cut out the hearts, and rather than using the hearts that I've cut out again, I've used the negative. I've backed it with lots of strips of scallop cut different pattern papers, all in the same colour. I've backed obviously one of the hearts with the photograph. Butterflies again from the Happiness collection. I love you alpha, and I love you sticker, should I say, and some gold splatter. Very simple but very effective. This one, it was a lot of fun to put together. A cut file there from the cut shop, I think. We've got a perspective here from Bramble Fox, so I've called it Making Memories. Butterflies again, the backing again, Vicky Boutin's mixed media pad. Getting a lot of use out of that. Butterflies again from the Happiness, and just some layering, some stitching on my machine. This one is another one using a Bramble Fox perspective. A couple of photographs of my son and husband walking the dog. It's the same photograph, two different sizes. Been wanting to play with that kind of layout. A little bit of stamping in the background, simple strips of paper down the middle, butterflies, and some words from the Horizon collection, and some machine stitching just to add a bit of detail. Another cut file here from Paige Taylor Evans, where I have tried to match the cut file to the photograph by backing the cut file in the browns like the picture. This is a stencil, brick stencil, to match the bricks here. Again, a couple of different alphas and loads of cut out suitcases from the Horizon collection. And that's the last one. I'll be doing some more layout shares soon, so hope to see you again on my channel. Have a lovely crafty day. Bye!